It was a chilly Friday evening in February, the kind where the world outside wrapped itself in frost, but inside the cozy home of David and Julie, warmth bloomed from tradition. Julie called out her farewell from the front door, her social club beckoning for the night. "Enjoy your film, see you both later." Her heels clicked away, leaving the house to its quiet rhythm. In the kitchen, their 18-year-old daughter, Sarah, stood by the counter, the microwave humming as kernels danced into fluffy clouds of popcorn. She was a vision of youthful energy, long brown hair cascading over her shoulders, deep hazel eyes sparkling with the promise of a carefree evening, her athletic frame honed from countless hockey games. Sarah poured herself a glass of wine, a small rebellion in the absence of her mother's watchful eye. From the living room, David called back, his voice carrying that familiar, easy baritone. "Only if you pour me a whiskey, too." He was in his early 40s, broad-shouldered from weekend tinkering in the garage, with salt-flecked hair and a smile that still held the warmth of the man who'd taught her to ride a bike. These movie nights had been their family's anchor for years, but since Julie's club claimed Fridays, it had become something more intimate. Just father and daughter, sharing laughs over films that veered bolder, edgier. David sighed as he scrolled through the streaming options, the glow of the screen casting shadows on his face. Pressure lingered. He wanted it perfect, a bridge across the gap widening with Sarah's impending college departure. The microwave dinged, pulling him to the kitchen. He wrapped her in a quick hug, his chin resting briefly on her head. "I'm going to miss this when you're off to university," he murmured, his voice laced with a touch of melancholy. "It'll be weird, just me and the screen." Sarah pulled back, her cheeks flushing slightly under his gaze. "Oh, Dad, don't be silly, that's months away. And you'll find something more exciting than solo cinema, I bet." She met his eyes, those deep brown pools reflecting a mix of affection and the unspoken shift in their dynamic. He chuckled, ruffling her hair like old times, but his hand lingered a moment too long. "Enough sentiment. You grab the drinks, I'll handle the popcorn." They settled into the living room, Sarah draping a blanket over them both as the cold seeped through the windows. She snuggled against his side, the familiar comfort now tinged with something warmer, unspoken. David hit play on a generic 90s thriller, tropes and twists he half remembered, but it didn't matter. These nights were about the closeness, the shared jabs at plot holes, the easy laughter. An hour in, the screen shifted. A tense dinner exchange between the leads dissolved into passion as they tumbled through a doorway, lips locked in fervent hunger. David's breath caught. He glanced at Sarah, her eyes wide, transfixed by the unfolding intimacy. The room filled with soft sighs and murmurs from the film, the air growing heavier. He shifted uncomfortably. "Maybe we switch to something else." Sarah shook her head, wine glass paused at her lips. "No, it's not that bad. I want to see how it ends." Her voice was steady, but her cheeks warmed, a subtle quickening in her chest. She'd glimpsed such moments in secret clips before, but here, beside him, it stirred something deeper, a curiosity laced with uncertainty. Sex was a shadow in her life. Friends whispered of stolen nights, university loomed with its unspoken expectations, and she, at 18, remained untouched, her world consumed by studies and sticks on the field. The scene crested in a symphony of shared breath and entwined forms, then faded. David cleared his throat, forcing a laugh. "Good thing your mom's not here. She'd have hit stop at the first kiss." Sarah blinked, pulled from her reverie, her skin still tingling. "Yeah, probably." A pause hung, heavy with the unsaid. Then softly, "Dad, is that what it's really like, that kind of connection?" He hesitated, the question bridging worlds he hadn't crossed with her. "Sometimes, I suppose, but not always so intense. With time, it softens into something known, comforting." Seeing her furrowed brow, he added gently, "You learn each other's rhythms, what brings the quiet joys." Her curiosity flickered brighter. "Like what?" Before he could answer, darkness swallowed the room. The TV flickered out, lights died. Sarah startled, clutching his arm. David rose, peering through the curtains. "Power cut. Whole street's dark." He fumbled to the utility closet, torch in hand, confirming the outage. A call to the utility company promised hours, maybe till morning. Back in the glow of the gas fireplace he lit, flames casting dancing shadows, David relayed the news. "Central heat's out too. We might huddle here if it chills. Sarah smirked, the dim light softening her features. So, no film. What did your generation do without screens? He rolled his eyes, settling beside her. Board games, I guess. She leaned in, eyes gleaming. Or truth or dare. David paused, the suggestion hanging like the storm outside. That's more a party thing, not family. But I'm heading to parties soon, she pressed, voice playful yet edged with intent. Practice, and you always say no secrets between us. He chuckled, her logic disarming as ever. Fine, but anything off limits we stop. Forfeit, losers on dish duty a month. They shook on it, drinks in hand, shifting to the rug before the fire. The orange light bathed them, secrets waiting to unfurl. Sarah started bold, truth. David's question was light, a long-lost mug's mystery, confessed with a wince from her childhood mischief. Laughter eased the air, but his turn drew her deeper. Truth. She dove straight. You mentioned knowing what feels good, like positions, touches. David shifted, flames reflecting his unease. Well, some ways bring closeness, like holding her close from behind, or legs draped for that deeper pull. It's about feeling in control, I suppose. The words tumbled, alcohol loosening the gate. And teases like a slow reveal after a long day. Sarah's eyes widened, a spark igniting. Only with Mom, he nodded, but her follow-up lingered. Fantasies beyond that. Every man wanders in thoughts, he admitted, whiskey warming his confession. Appreciating grace on the field, say in those short hems. Her laugh bubbled, but the air thickened. Her dare finish his glass. She watched, nose wrinkling at the burn, but he downed it smooth. Emboldened, his dare mirrored, a full pour for him. He obliged, triumphant. Heat bloomed in her cheeks. She shed her sweater, the fire's glow tracing her low neckline. Truth, she chose. David's gaze sharpened, studying her in the light, pretty, grown echoes of her mother in her form. Ever explored yourself? Alone. Blush rose, but truth spilled. A couple times a week when the house sleeps. Quiet, careful. The admission hung. Intimate, stirring unspoken images in him. His turn, truth. She pushed, fantasies of her teammates. He confessed the pull of youth's vitality, the clubhouse glances. Her retort. Communal showers, we've all shared those secrets. David's mind wandered, then snapped back. Dare. The word dropped like a spark. Flash, just a glimpse. Heart racing, Sarah lifted her top, fabric whispered away, soft curves freed to the flame's caress. Perky, inviting, they held the light. David's breath hitched, leaning in. Beautiful, your first admirer will cherish that. Validation washed over her, a thrill blooming low. Truth after that, she teased, half laughing, half flushed. New rule, dares echoed. Her question pierced. Fantasies about me before tonight. Never, he said firm, then softer, till this game cracked the door. Your words that reveal, thoughts stirred. Silence stretched, electric. Truth or dare? Truth. His query, feeling that pull now, the warmth. Her nod was fervent. Since the film's whispers, it's all I've craved. She joked of retreating to her room, fantasies filling gaps, but the air hummed with shared heat. His echo, horny. A touch, he admitted. Proof. Trousers eased down, fabric tented, promising more. Her eyes traced, wonder mixing with want. Bigger, real than fleeting glimpses. This game's crossed rivers, he warned, voice low. We should pause. But she confessed. It's a rush like the first steep drop. Safe with you, no judgments. I'd rather learn here in trust than fear the unknown. His resolve wavered, desires cloaked as guidance. Forfeit gone, no force. Your turn. Dare. Casual as salt at supper. Top and bra away. Sarah's pulse thundered, but fingers obeyed, top peeled, hair tumbled free, clasp released. Curves bared, nipples awakening to the glow. David's gaze feasted, mouth parting. She swelled under it, seen, desired. Touch, if you wish. Hands bridged the gap, gentle claims, soft needs drawing sighs from her lips. So warm, feels like a dream. She arched, breath sharp, a quiet plea escaping. Enough his turn. Dare. The bulge strained clearer now, insistent. Boxers off, stay that way. Say it. I want to see your desire, Daddy. Taboo thrilled on her tongue. He rose, thumbs hooked, length sprang free, curved and eager, a pearl at its crown. Transfixed, her fingers encircled, warm pulse firm yet yielding. He guided her touch, hips swaying subtle, a shared rhythm born. Thumb grazed the peak, his gasp fueled her. Sensitive, like a secret shared. He settled, still yearning. Truth or dare? Dare. Nerves danced, but curiosity won. Reveal below, 30 heartbeats. Bottoms shed, knees rose, pink veil parted, damp invitation gleaming. His lean traced every petal, every shimmer, eyes drinking deep. She held his gaze, lip caught in tease. Time stole the view, frustration lingering like smoke. His dare, stroke your warmth, for me. Kneeling, fist claimed his length, slow glides, eyes shuddered on her memory. Her words wove. Loved the sight. Yes, sweet one. Imagining it now, every pass. Pace quickened, essence beating, her mind painting him lost in her depths, rhythms imagined, bodies hinted. He paused, edged. Your turn. Truth. Overwhelm whispered retreat, but need held. Craving your own touch. Yes, aching for it. Then why hold back? Hand ventured, fingers danced over mound, dipping to gather dew, circles sparking waves. Hips swayed, sighs bloomed. His joined, mutual dances, eyes locking in mirrored hunger. Answered, dare me. Desire crested, let me tend your warmth, till you say cease. Garments fled, curves flashed full. Between thighs, fingers explored, glides slick, circles on pearl, curl within. Shudders rippled deeper than solo sighs, electric tides. Hips sought more, walls welcoming. Fingers withdrew, protest died as warmth met warmth. His length kissed her peak, trailed lips in velvet glide. We shouldn't, but hips betrayed, seeking friction. Feels like heaven, bliss beyond. Tees dipped lower, tip at gateway, coated in yearning. Deeper would eclipse this. Oh, yearn ward with whisper. Truth or dare, resting there a promise, plea still tending. You said touch, not how. Recreations faltered, yielded. Dare me. Let me claim you fully. Hand guided, head breached, stretch yielding to fullness. Gasps wove, enfolded, hilt deep. Pause for breath then. Retreat slow, advance tender. Lips met, tongues swirled fervent, sighs muffled in union. Hips echoed, wide welcome, deeper dives. Kiss broke, neck trailed, cleavage warmed, peak latched in gentle pull. Squeals bloomed, hands urged closer, arch seeking stars. Faster, deeper, I need your rhythm. Surge answered, cadence built, forms met in harmony. Words spilled wild, take me, guide me. Hands pinned gentle, legs hooked, eyes fused, echoes of union filling the hush, her cries weaving his resolve. Crest neared, eyes fluttered, tides crashed, waves. Breaking, body yielded total, embrace tightening. His edge crested, retreat swift, warmth spilled in arcs across her glow. Collapse side by side, breath sinking in afterglow. Year's best whisper, he murmured. Firsts forever echo, beyond the screen's dream. Gazes held, words fleeing the hush. Hush shattered, lights bloomed harsh, world intruding. Clock glared, Julie's return neared. Reality rushed, garments scattered, traces of union gleaming. Tissues tender, wiped with care, his face stern yet soft. This stay's ours, veiled from all. Understood, Dad, our hidden thread. Regret, Semia's shadow. Closer than before, a deeper bond. Smile bloomed, finger traced a lingering pearl, lifted to taste, salt of secrets on tongue. Eager for next week's hush. Frantic tidy, but embers glowed beneath. Morning brought stolen glances over coffee, the air alive with unspoken sparks. University called, but this, a flame eternal, kindled in trust. Fantasy's gift, safe edges explored, joys unveiled without chains. Tease the veil wisely, crave the pull, cherish the quiet after. What dare whispers to you in the dark?